Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm actually going to do my first review, which it is the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer palette. Now I purchased this, I want to say maybe over a month ago, and I've been wanting to review, but I'm like, should I? It's kind of old, but it's come on now. It's the Jeffree Star palette. I have to say something about it. I'm finally going to try it. I've actually only used one shade, which was on my sister, not even on myself, which was Courtney, this kind of transition shade, for very light skinned people. And my first impressions, honestly, about it is that there's no transition shade for my skin tone, even darker skin tone. There is a black, but it has like glitter or shimmer in it, which I kind of want a black that I can use just on the outer corner, which you can, but for me, my personal preference, I kind of don't like that it has shimmer. And I know this is his first eyeshadow palette, his first take on eyeshadow, and he is very out there and he doesn't give a shit about what people have to say, that if they don't like the shades, that's their problem. It's more of his palette. I understand that, and I understand, yeah, it's kind of like personal preference. And this is more of a palette where you're going to add a shade. You already have all your transition colors on it, but then you're just going to add this gold right here on all over the eyelid palette. So it's not like a palette that I'll take on a trip with me, because I'll probably take my Too Faced Chocolate Bar or Kathleen Light's palette. I'll probably take one of those, because this palette right here, I most likely wouldn't take anywhere, just leave it at home and use it whenever. So I'm gonna swatch them, and I'm just honestly gonna go 1, 2, and then just wipe it once on my finger. I don't know if I should do a brush swatch. I'm not really sure if you kind of want stuff like that. Sorry, my nose is kind of runny. So let's go ahead and start off with this pink one right here. Okay, I'll just do it right here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of focus. 1. Oh, I kind of hate 2, going through the star, but it actually stayed put, so that's good. It stayed, when I swatched it, it was really soft. It didn't feel like it was like sometimes when they're really soft, they kind of pull against the powder, and then it clumps. But this one, it didn't clump at all. And we're just gonna do 1 swipe. Okay, that came out really nice. I know I didn't do a really good swatch, and on camera it doesn't look really good, but in person it swatched beautifully. It swatched very softly. I'm gonna try a brush. I'm gonna try a clean brush. Okay, I'm gonna try this elf brush. I don't even know what it's called. So I'm just going to go like that on both sides. It doesn't seem like there's lots of fallout or any kickback. Let's see if I go like this. Okay, yeah, a little bit pops up, but not a lot. I'm pretty sure if you were to do it really fast, then yes, a lot would come up. But let's go ahead and do this. Oh my gosh, wow. It came out the same way. Did you see that? Can you see that? It just swatched beautifully. I'm not really into pinks, so I'm not gonna judge them based off the color. I'm gonna judge them based off how they swatch, how they come how they come off of my finger and everything, and how they come off of the brush, which I'm going to clean them with this makeup brush cleaner that Kathleen Lights recommended, which you'll see right here. I don't want to get any on the palette, so I'm just gonna wipe that off on my pants, and that kind of cleans it a little bit to get rid of the previous color. So now you see there's nothing. If it was pink, you'd be able to tell. So let's go ahead and move on to the next shade, which is Princess. My finger's clean, nothing on it, but just for the sake of it, I'll use my other finger. Let me fold this. So I'm gonna go 1, 2. Once again, it didn't clump up, maybe just a little bit, because I feel like this one has more of a satiny kind of texture to it. That one came out beautifully as well. It did not swatch patchy. It's even throughout my entire hand. I hope you can really see this. I don't want to keep saying that, but I'm just going to show you this. It came out really good. So now let's use the brush. which I'm going to do once again 1, 2, 3. But the brush I'll do 3, you know, since it's a brush. And now let's do it over here. Did I just like blend it in? Okay, with this brush, it didn't come out that great. It came out very powdery. Let me see if I keep brushing it on. Okay, if you keep brushing it on, it will become like, oh, do you see that? That was me brushing it on. Like, you have to brush, not just like one brush stroke will make it come up. You have to keep dusting on all the rest of the product that was on the brush. That will make the color come off. So now we're gonna go on to the third shade, which is this purpley shade right here. Oh, it's this purpley shade right here, and it's called Violence. So, okay, I'm going to use my third finger. 1, 2. Okay, this one, it did come off a little bit more clumpier on my finger, but I mean, I feel like once you lay it down with your finger, it'll be fine. And then on my finger, I feel like it's a bit patchy almost. I don't know if you can tell. Like, come on. It did come off a bit patchier on my, I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix this shirt. This is the only reason why I hate these kind of shirts. Yep, that's my bra. Okay, let's go ahead and just swatch it. Yeah, that one came off a bit more patchier, but then when you like, right when you rub it out, it's really pretty. Like, it's gorgeous. Yeah, it came out perfect. So let's go ahead and try the brush now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that one had a lot of fallout. Like, look at all, like, can you see that? All that powder coming off, like it's all over my vanity, if you will. So let's go ahead and swipe, 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 swipe. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's very powdery. You should probably use a different kind of brush. Like, I mean, as you keep brushing it on there, yes, the pigmentation is coming, which is really good. But you need to make sure you tap off, like it's still coming out. You need to make sure you tap off your brush really good. Like, do you see all of that kickback? Now we're gonna go into Rich Bitch, which pretty interesting name. I'm gonna go in with my index finger, nothing on it. 1, 2. Let's just go for another one. 3. The other ones I did 2, but this one I did 3. I think I'll go ahead and just start doing 3 as well. Wow, that is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. That is amazing. I am not typically ever fond of gold, but wow, look at that. Look at this. It's like I have like 24 karat just swatched on my finger. Like, no wonder it's called Rich Bitch. Like, oh my god, I feel rich with this color. Look at that. I mean, look at this. It's all in the swatch. Like that, and I didn't even have to like blend it out at all. That was just one swipe and you're good. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I am seriously so shocked. Like, I thought it was gonna be like patchy and then I'd have to like rub it in, but no, one swipe. I hope you all saw that. Like, one swipe down and it was good to go. Let's do that again. I'm gonna do 3 swipes. I hope it comes out the same this time. Look at that. Same thing. Same thing. And then the more you blend it out, the more amazing it becomes. One thing I will say is that when I lay it down, it doesn't feel like velvet, like going down. It kind of almost feels like it dries down and it's kind of like, not rough, but very dry. But then it comes down like perfection. Imagine if you were to wet that. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into this Rich Bitch with this brush. I feel like this brush isn't really going to like make it look that good because it is a bit fluffy. I feel like maybe just using your finger would be good enough. But let's see. Okay, yeah. It does really, there is kickback with this brush. I feel like this shade in particular is really beautiful if you were to use your finger. Like, did you see the hand swatch? Like, it made it look gorgeous. I think that that shade would be way better if you just use your finger. So the next shade we're going to try is Courtney. This one all the way at the end. So I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3. All of these are very, very soft. I'm not gonna lie, they're all very, very soft. Like, you don't feel like you're touching a big chalk stick or anything like that. I don't think this color is gonna show up on me because I am pretty dark and this one is very light. So, oh my gosh, you can see it on me. Did you see that? That went on beautifully as well. I hope you can see it. This is like seriously so soft. Like, I feel like I'm just touching my skin. This is beautiful. Like, all of these shades feel like they'll blend easily into your eyes. Like, they feel like they're gonna do that. Ooh, that had a lot of fallout. Like, look at all this. I had to blow that off. Oh god. Let's try this. Wow, that went on beautifully with this brush. Beautifully. But you see all that kickback? Yeah, this is something that you're gonna have to, yeah, it's still coming out. Still coming out. Still coming out. I feel like any eyeshadow, depending on the brush, you will have fallout. But this one, like, it just went on beautifully. Like it's the same thing on both finger swatch and brush swatch. They came out beautifully both. So let's move on to the next shade, which is Expensive, which is this blue one right here. It is very pretty. I think it'll look very amazing all over the eyelid. But let's go ahead and swatch it. 1, 2, 3. I'm kind of excited about this because Rich Bitch was amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I have so many high expectations for the rest of these shades. All right, here we go, guys. Oh, first swatch, you all saw that it was a bit patchy, but then as you blend it out, it looks beautiful. Of course, I don't want to judge them off of just one swipe because I feel like sometimes your finger can like skid and then it will look patchy that way. So that's why I kind of just do one swatch, but then as you keep blending it out, I feel like that's what matters. I don't feel like each shadow, you're not just doing one swipe, that's it. Crease shade, one swipe, that's it. Every single shade, you're always blending it out. So I feel like people should give shadows the benefit of the doubt and kind of blend it out onto that, because if not, I would have been like, oh, that's pure shit, I hate this color. But as you can see, when it's blended out, it's beautiful. Beautiful color. I actually really like this color. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it did come off a lot on the brush, but oh my gosh, there's lots of fallout. Lots. Okay, let's do this. Can you see it? Yeah, first swipe, nothing. Let's keep blending it. Okay, so it does take a bit of blending in order to get into that kind of color. So just what I recommend with these like colors right here, like when I show that it has lots of fallout, dip it in, tap off a little bit. I think with these kind of eyeshadows, you should do your eye makeup first so that you could do whatever the heck you want, make as much mess as you want so that you can get the full impact of these shadows. Because if you wanted to just put it on your lid, use your finger. I feel like these more metallic shades, definitely use your finger, but if you're going to use them in your crease, then you should grab a little bit, like go like this, like it's already on the brush, tap off just a little bit, and then you need to really blend that to get the full like color of it. Don't give up and keep going in, just keep blending it, because the powder, I feel like it builds up on the brush, but then once you lay it on there, don't give up and think, oh, there's really nothing coming off. It's because the powder's kind of crumpled up, like kind of bunched up. But then once you start to disperse it, that's when, you know, shit gets real. So the next color we're going to do is Confession. I actually really like this color. I think this will be a pretty lid shade. 1, 2, 3. Wow, this one feels very velvet. I'm just touching the little clumps that it makes. I'm honestly really okay with that. Hand is dry. Let's go ahead and get into the shade. Oh my gosh, I am in love. Oh my gosh, I did not expect to love this shade. I expected to love it, but not as much as I thought I was. Imagine this shade all over your eyelid. Oh my gosh, I am seriously, I'm getting chills all over my body because of this palette. Like, there's so many shades that I didn't expect to like. I think you just have to swatch it in order to really understand and fully just like, oh, this is beautiful. There is going to be a bit of fallout. Yeah, there already is. But just one brush stroke, and honestly, it's already full of products. So I feel like I'm doing 3, you know, just to be fair on all of them. I don't want to just do one because, I mean, who are we kidding? Not just one person does one stroke. I'm going to do this completely honestly, like how we would do it. So let's go ahead and do this. Ready? Yeah, just like the other ones. It's all the fallouts coming out. But then as you blend, there it goes. Oh yeah, that's really beautiful. Just the same. And imagine if you were to put, like I said, imagine if you were to put any like spray on it. Imagine how much more beautiful it'd be. Like these shadows, none of these have really let me down at all. They're all blowing my mind, like mind blown. Let's go ahead and start getting into this more quickly because I feel like we've been here for ages. Okay, the next one is Vanity, but 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, this is really pretty. It's very soft. It kind of feels like Star Power. I kind of feel like it feels like that, and it may swatch just the same. But let's go ahead and try it out. Wow, I'm seriously so, like, on camera it looks so patchy, maybe because of the lights. I feel like it kind of shows it off even more, but like in person I feel like it looks beautiful. Honestly, don't mind. Like honestly, with these colors you're gonna build them up, so I really don't care about like how it looks on camera. Like I feel like these are typically shades that you either put all over your eyelid over a black, or you're gonna put it in the outer corner on top of other shades, so I really don't mind that at all. 1, 2, 3. Most of them, first swatch, there's already a bunch of eyeshadow on it, which I actually enjoy. Oh wow, that went on way better with the brush. This shade, light hand, is key with this one unless you really want to have to really blend it out really harsh. But this shade is beautiful, great color. Love Vanity. Okay, so the next shade we have is China White, which is this white one down here, which is kind of, I think this is the color that he uses to set his primer or set his foundation. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm kind of scared about this one because it is kind of white, so I'm kind of scared it will look pretty bad. Oh, wow. I mean, did you all see that? You can't see it on me. You could just see like this brightness there. I feel like this kind of shade is just mostly to set your, like, whatever you put on your eyes, and then maybe highlight your brow bone, especially if you're kind of maybe my skin color. It'll be a nice like eyebrow like highlighting shade. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just like this one and all the other matte shades, they all have fallout with this brush in particular that I'm using. Oh yeah, this is another shade that works way much better with a brush. I think the matte shades work better with a brush than with your finger. Of course, you're not going to put a matte shade onto your crease or whatever with your finger. Last but certainly not least is Black Rainbow, which I didn't even pay attention to the name until right now, which I now understand it's probably Black Rainbow because it's black, and then it has kind of like little shimmers in it, which are kind of like glitter colors. Not glitter colors, rainbow colors. This has like, it is pretty. I'm kind of worried I may not like it just because of the shimmer. 1, 2, 3. Oh wow, looks like I have a galaxy on my finger. Now I'm excited about this. Okay, here we go, guys. Whoa. I think it's just my knuckles that's making my fingers skid a little bit. Okay, when I lay it down, there's not that much glitter as I expected. Like, you could probably see the little shimmers in them. Maybe. Like, you see that? You can see the shimmers just a little bit. This is a really pretty black. It is a pretty black. I feel like you won't be able to tell the shimmer in it. You may just think that it's just your, like, over the eye, like all over lid glitter from it. So I don't think it really matters, but this swatched beautifully. It's very soft. I don't even think they're velvet. Like, the more metallic ones, yes, they feel more velvet, which makes them beautiful metallics. But then the matte ones, and this one too, like, I feel like it's matte with shimmer. So it's not like the eyeshadow is shimmer itself, or like the Rich Bitch. It's not like those. It's like matte with shimmer inside of it. I actually love the way all of this formula that he has. I'm so excited to try out. Oh, sorry. I'm so excited to try out the Androgyny palette, because if his mattes are like this in that palette, I'm going to love that palette to death. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I really love this. Okay, stop babbling and let's go ahead and get into the brush swatch. I'm pretty sure, just like with the other ones, this is gonna have a bit of fallout as well. 2, 3. You can't even see it because it's like black already. Oh, I just took off some. Let's go ahead. Yeah, brushed way better. Like, did you see that? So beautiful. You build it up. Beautiful color. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay guys, so that was my little, I guess, review swatches video. I hope you all really enjoyed this, and I'm gonna go ahead and say I completely love this palette. I mean, every single shade, I honestly, now that I swatched them all, I honestly think I'll use them all. The only one that I wasn't really was the pink one, sadly, because I know he loves pink so much. I just think that his formula, his eyeshadows, everything is amazing. This is an eyeshadow palette that you definitely need in your makeup collection or kit or whatever. Maybe you can take it to go, as in like you take like your very neutrals palette and then you take this one to add like more pop to your eye looks, you know, just in case you want to add like a little bit of blue, like you want to add you may want to add Rich Bitch, you may want to add this confession color. Oh my god, that confession color, that color was so beautiful. I love it so much. Or you may even want to put on expensive all over your eye. So I believe this palette, take your neutral palette, add this one to it, and literally you're good for every single eye look that you want. 2 palettes is really all you need. I feel like, yeah, sometimes people say, oh, I kind of want one palette just to go, but who are we kidding? I mean, we never know what we want to take. I feel like we leave on a trip for 3 days and then take stuff for like 10 days, you know? So, I mean, this palette is really good. I really think you should get it. It's worth it, worth it, worth it. And I will review the Androgyny palette. I really want to now. And I hope you really all enjoyed this and you found this helpful whatsoever. You know, at all whatsoever, especially, you know, on my skin tone and everything like that. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you all in my next video. Bye guys.